Good day and welcome to Healing with Sylvie. For the moment, not doing health tips. I've been working on a vision. It's been probably decades in the forming. I had a little taste of creating my own thing for a little while, and there was contrast showing that I was more interested in a little bit more collaboration. So I worked with more collaboration in more of a sort of top-down traditional organization for micro schools. And there is so much benefit to these schools. And in terms of the alignment with what works for me and my vision and what I would like to offer parents and students, it was not quite there. So saying that, I would like to share my vision and maybe start organically creating gatherings for discussion either on Zoom or in person, where we can work on co-creating something similar to this vision. And of course, co-creating involves creating change. So I could have spent hours, days, weeks memorizing this and given it to you. Though time is of the essence, and at this point in my life, time is very precious, and at this point, I don't see the value in spending hours of my time memorizing something just to make a video. So I will be reading it to you. What if school could feel different? What if children grew up in an environment where emotional intelligence mattered just as much as academics? Where conflict was not created as failure, but as an opportunity for understanding, growth, and connection. Where children learned not only math and reading, but also empathy, communication, self-awareness, and collaboration. This is the vision behind what I'm currently calling the Giraffe Learning Community. It's a relationship-centered learning community inspired by the principles of nonviolent communication as developed by Marshall Rosenberg. At its heart, nonviolent communication is about understanding feelings and needs, communicating honestly and compassionately, and creating systems where everyone's humanity and needs matter. It's not about being passive or permissive. It's about learning how to create connection, accountability, and mutual respect without fear, shame, or domination. The vision is to create a learning environment where children feel emotionally safe, deeply supported, and genuinely seen. A place where learning is alive. A place where children spend meaningful time outdoors, where creativity, movement, emotional literacy, and community are woven into everyday life. Where children are encouraged to ask questions, solve problems collaboratively, and develop trust in themselves and others. But this vision is not only about children. It's about community. Parents would not simply be customers dropping children off at a building. Families would be invited into a co-created culture of participation, communication, and shared responsibility. We would grow together, learn together, support one another. The dream is to create a healthier model of education and human relationship, one rooted in partnership rather than hierarchy. Power with rather than power over. Contribution rather than control. The educators and facilitators involved would ideally function as collaborators and partners in each bringing their own gifts, strengths, and leadership into the community. This project would likely begin very simply, perhaps through outdoor learning programs, homeschool enrichment, emotional literacy workshops, parent-child circles, or small cooperative learning groups. The intention is not to rush into building a giant institution. The intention is to begin with culture, with relationship, with trust, and allow the community to grow organically over time. Financial accessibility is also deeply important to this vision. I want this to be something that welcomes families from different backgrounds and life situations. That may include sliding scale tuitions, community support, work exchange, crowdfunding, and collaborative contribution models. Right now, this vision is still in its early stages. We are looking for aligned families, educators, collaborators, legal guidance, organizational support, and possibly financial partners who resonate with this dream. People who believe that children deserve environments rooted in empathy, dignity, emotional safety, and authentic connection. Because ultimately, this is about more than education. It is about creating a culture where children and adults alike can reconnect with their humanity. A place where people feel heard, valued, empowered, and connected. A place where learning becomes joyful, relational, and deeply alive. If this vision resonates with you, I would love to connect. Thank you so much for listening. So probably the easiest way to connect is I will put my website in the description, and you can actually, through my website, send me an email. And I would think that's the best. Thank you so much for your time, and here's to co-creating and co-conspiring to create a new vision of education.